It's just after midnight. It's Sunday morning. And friends, my lifelong journey takes me on numerous detours um, as I continue on my whiskey journey of a lifetime. Um, Tonight, I've been on a little bit of a flight. I've had some Bastille 1789 and finished a bottle. I've had some Hiram Walker Special Old and some Highwood Centennial weeded whiskey. And then I tried the 14-year-old Glen Breton. What I have here is a bit of a bonus. I picked this up a couple of weeks ago at the, uh, what was it, the 13th annual, or was it the 12th annual? I forget. But it was Victoria's Whiskey Festival, sponsored by the Strathcona Hotel. And they have that Strath on the glass that was these Glencairns. They give a Glencairn glass every year when they have the Whiskey Festival. I have 4 of them. I've been to 3 of the festivals, but at the first festival, I was waiting for a ride home, and then somebody had put a dirty glass in front of me. So I grabbed it. I mean, it was... So I have 2 from 2015, 1 from 2016, and 1 from 2017. This is the 2016 glass. So anyway, each one is history, you know. But I ran into one of my friends there at the Whiskey Festival, and we were talking about things, and we both tried a bourbon at the same time. Now, this is not a bourbon from Kentucky, and it is not a straight bourbon. It is the Kings County bourbon from Brooklyn, New York, believe it or not. And it's 45% alcohol by volume. It's 375 milliliters. This is the bottle. Really plain. Now, there is some writing on the back, and in order to read that, I will have to get my other glasses, because these just do not have the power to magnify things enough so that I can see them properly. Okay. Government warning, according to Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol beverage, you know what I mean, during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. Oh, really? New York City's oldest whiskey distillery, aged 1 year or more, batch number 131, distilled by Kings County Distillery, Brooklyn, New York, 375 milliliters. And this little bottle, which is half a bottle of whiskey, cost me $90. Now, that's a lot for a little Mickey, basically. $90. But you know something? My friend and I agreed that this stuff tastes incredible. So, as soon as I tasted it, I went out into the lobby and bought me a bottle, because they were on sale there. It's a screw cap. Oh my goodness, what is the story here? It's a screw cap. Oh, but there's a liner, a little plastic ringy thing here. And this is the screw cap. Very plain, very unassuming. Nothing. It's cheap. And here's my Mickey of Kings County bourbon. This is so moonshiny. Well, here we have a dram of this stuff. I can't see. I remember this being delightful. But of course, I had had several whiskeys to drink already and taste before I got to this stuff. Okay. Oh, right away there's a freshness. There's a strong aroma of corn. Corn husks. You know, when you take the corn husks and pull them off. What's that other thing? It's like leather. Old leather. A leather chair. There's something waxy too. Waxy like paraffin, like candle wax. Like the smell of an ancient church that had had wax candles burning in it for a century or more. Beeswax, almost. Yes, beeswax. Beeswax and armchair leather and corn. Now the mash bill is 80% corn from New York State and 20% malted barley from Scotland. Which malted barley, I don't know, but it's got that waxy beeswax and corn and leather. It's a delightful nose. Yes, it's a bourbon nose. There's some sweetness in there. Now that I dig, there's caramel. Caramel and leather. And really deep down, vanilla. Classic bourbon nose with corn and wax and leather on top of it. Beautiful. And if this was sold in 750 ml bottles, the bottle would be $180. You know, I'm almost inclined to say it's worth it. Oh. Oh, that is simply wonderful. My friend who I met at the whiskey festival said that this is the best bourbon he's ever had. And, you know, it's almost pure corn whiskey, except for that 20%, which is malted barley from Scotland. You know, it even has a bit of a minty minty note to it. But it's very subtle. And a little bit of that maltiness and caramel. And even on the taste, there's a bit of that minty note. This is a beautiful, beautiful bourbon. My friend was right when he said it's the best. The best. It's outstanding. This stuff is delicious. This little bottle, this little plain bottle is going to last me a long time. You know, the waxiness that I'm getting on the palate is like the same kind of thing I'm getting from a Klein Leash, from a Scotch. And I've never had that waxiness from a bourbon before. I'm in heaven, folks. This is just darling wonderful. The complexity of the flavors in this bourbon is, if I taste a bourbon better than this in my life, that'll be fabulous. This is just, there's no harshness, there's no burning. And for a young bourbon, this is the most fabulous. I won't go on with hyperboles anymore. This just takes the cake. This little bonus dram, if I could award prizes, it would win some. To your very good health. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.